Hey, it's Grandma with story time, and have I got a funny story for you? I'm in the mood for kind of a silly book today, and this is it. It's called Mr. Putney's Quacking Dog. Kind of silly, huh? This is Mr. Putney. He has all sorts of unusual friends. Can you guess what their names are? Who wakes up Mr. Putney in the morning? An alarmadillo. Yo! Who does Mr. Putney like to jump through? An antelope. Which friend of Mr. Putney's has cold feet? A soctopus. Who does Mr. Putney use to see how tall his nephew is? A garuler. Who keeps the rain out of Mr. Putney's tool shed? A giraffe. Who is snooping on Mr. Putney? A spyena. What do you call Mr. Putney's messy lunch companion? A slobster. Who is building Mr. Putney's hot tub? A boa constrictor. What do you call Mr. Putney's private locomotive? A train deer. Who is Mr. Putney trying to put on a diet? An orangutan. Which friend of Mr. Putney's looks just like pastry? A turtle. Who drives Mr. Putney crazy in the middle of the afternoon? A kangaroo. Which friend of Mr. Putney's has chicken pox? A hippopotamus. Who fits into Mr. Putney's backpack? A cramel. What do you call Mr. Putney's quacking dog? A dachshund. Who does Mr. Putney have a hard time seeing? An elephant. Who is knitting Mr. Putney a sweater? A walrus. What does Mr. Putney have on his floor? A frog. Who is always stealing Mr. Putney's ice cream? A crocodile. Who keeps watch over Mr. Putney's house? A aardvark. So now you know the names of all Mr. Putney's friends. Good night. Well, that was just plain silly, wasn't it? All right, I hope you enjoyed it. Grandma loves you.